no man knows it all. Everybody has a little
Everybody got a little something, something. So look, I'm just coming on tonight, and wow, what can you say? An awesome weekend. Tonight we're going to be talking about symbolism and allegories. I hope that you get ready to come on tonight because I'm really looking forward to a great show. I hope everyone is well. I hope that this video, wherever you may be at, find you and your family at the best of health. And please, whatever you do, remember to always wash your hands, whether you coming or going. Just remember to keep your hands washed, keep them out your face. Make sure you wear your mask wherever you may go, and stay healthy. Stay healthy. And as tonight, we're going to get right into the show tonight. So as those begin to come on and begin to post, I certainly want to say thank you for tuning in tonight. We're about to get this work in. And that's the beauty about Freemasonry. No matter where you at, we're going to get this work in. We're going to be talking about allegories and symbolism tonight. So, this is where we're at. So we're going to be taking our part from the inner apprentice degree. We're going to be breaking down some of the days and seeing what it's all about. We're going to be talking about the lodge, degree work, and how that reflects out of the Bible. How does that reflect out of the Bible? So it's going to be a very interesting topic tonight. If you feel that you want to call in and have this discussion with me, you're certainly welcome to tune in and call in and have that discussion. The number is 619-985-1184. Greetings to all. Once again, I appreciate you coming on. I'm looking forward to a real good discussion tonight. I think it's something that people been waiting on this, and tonight we're gonna have the discussion. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? To the Matuner. Hey, I'm messing that name up. Well, anyway, welcome. I don't like messing people's name up, but boy, I tell you, I beat it up. But definitely welcome aboard tonight. We're gonna be talking about this. Now, I would say that Brother Brandon is already probably on par with what I'm going to be talking about tonight when I talk about the lodge, degree work, and Genesis, and the symbolism and the representation of the world and of the body of Freemasonry. How does all of that play its part? How does all of that come together? So we're going to get into that. Hey, what's up, Brother Green? Welcome aboard tonight. Yeah, we're going to get that work in tonight. You know what? There's a lot going on in the world. And I would say this, whatever you do, remain cautious. Definitely be aware of wherever you at. Make sure you watch out for your family, your loved ones, your brothers and sisters. If we don't watch out for each other, who will? If I don't look out for you, who will? And that's just keeping it where it's at. I mean, we're for too long we've been at odds. We've been going this way and that way. But we need to start really looking out for each other. We're not going to always agree, but damn it, if I find myself in a dark alley and it's just me and you and we just got through fighting, we got to fight whatever coming our way. And right now, I would tell you this. The African American community is in an alley, and we need each other right now. We can fight later, but we need each other right now. So as we go on this journey of life, we got to start thinking a little bit differently than the way we've always thought. And that's some real talk right there. So we got some young leaders out there who's leading these various protests. We got to go get them. Hear me clearly. Those young people who are out there leading these protests that most of us are afraid to go to, we are at home. We got to get them. They are the future leaders. We got to go get them. They're fearless. We need people, ladies, young ladies, and men in this organization who's fearless. Because right now we got a lot of soft brothers, and I just said we got a lot of soft brothers. I'm not saying that there are none here that are not fearless. I didn't say that. I'm talking about across the board. There are some fearless Masons. I know some that was out there protesting. I got calls about brothers from various jurisdictions out there protesting. They didn't have to have on regalia. They was out there representing the mere fact that Black Lives Matter. They was out there representing that, we as a people, you know, we about justice and what's happening and what's coming about. Hey, we need each other. So if I'm buffering a little bit tonight, you know, this internet thing is what it is. Ezekiel Lodge number 799 in Los Angeles. What's going on? Welcome aboard. Grandmaster Larry Diamond. Boy, what a weekend, what a weekend. Oh my God. Grandmaster Larry Diamond, brother, my heart is overjoyed. I enjoyed the weekend. Staying up to 3 o'clock in the morning, dozing off, waking back up like we never fell asleep. And that's some crazy shit. You know, hanging out with your brothers, hey, ain't nothing like it. I felt like a kid with a new friend. That's the truth. So, we're going to get on this thing tonight, and we're going to talk about, you know, symbolism and Freemason. We're going to talk about the lodge degree work and how that all comes together. I'm not taking this call right now. So we're going to get it in and take care of it. So, symbolism is a representation of the world and of the body. Hear me again. Symbolism is a representation of the world and of the body. Before moving into the next subject, I want to explain some of the officer stations in the lodge. This is from a Christian point of view, just so you know. Okay? This is from a Christian point of view. So what I'm doing is, since a lot of you are Christians and some of you may be Muslims and of other different faiths, but I'm pulling this out from a Christian point of view. So what I'm saying is that from a Christian point of view, we're going to break down the symbolism of the Masonic Lodge. Now, this can be done from a Muslim point of view. This can be done from somebody who practiced Judaism. This can be done from any of the faith and religious belief systems. But I'm talking about from a Christian point of view, the symbolism and the symbolism and the allegories, what they mean from a Christian point of view. Take, for instance, the Wishful Masters in the East. He represents the grand architect of the universe. Okay? Then you have the Senior Warden in the West, which represents the Sun. S-O-N, not S-U-N. Then you have the Junior Warden in the South, which represents the Spirit. Then you bring that back down. Then you have the Junior Deacon, which represents Michael, the Archangel. Then you have the Junior Deacon, which represents Gabriel, the Archangel. The Tyler, then it says that no one comes to the Wishful Master except no one comes to provides honor to the Wishful Master. The Spirit provides comfort. Has God's children honored him and called them from labor to reward? The Junior Warden goes to the anteroom to intercept the candidate or to inspect the candidate, just like the Spirit. Shall I go back over that again just for a second? So I think that you may have missed something along the way. We're talking tonight in regards to the Masonic Lodge, set up just as the creation. Okay? Symbolism and allegories. Symbolism and allegories. All right? So, the Wishful Master is in the East, which represents the Grand Architect of the universe. The Senior Warden is in the West, represents the Sun, S-O-N, not S-U-N. The Junior Warden is in the South, represents the Spirit. The Senior Deacon represents Michael, the Archangel. And then the Junior Deacon represents Gabriel, the Archangel. The Tyler represents Satan. I've said it again. Now, like I said before, the Wishful Master governs his lodge as the Grand Architect governs his creation. Okay? Now, take a look at this here. No one comes to the Wishful Master except by way of the Senior Warden. No one comes to the Wishful Master except by way of the Senior Warden. All right? The junior warden calls the craft from labor to refreshments, provides honor to the wishful master. The spirit is from labor to refreshments. The junior warden goes to the anteroom to inspect the candidate, just like the Spirit of God, to inspect the candidate. So, just sending some shout outs to everybody before we really get going up in here. Yeah, I'm buffering, and am I still buffering? Ah, man. Should I cut off and come back on? Am I still buffering where you at? Just let me know. Because I see I'm buffering, and then on another page, I don't see that I am buffering. So, you got to help me out. I appreciate it. Hold on, just what's happening. Let's just bear with me for a minute, please. Yeah, there you go. I should be able to come. What? Oh, no wonder. Okay. I think I'm locked out of that one. It says locked. Oh, I guess I gotta wait. Anyway, so let's get back into this, all right? Get back to this. Everybody who's coming on, just want to make sure I give a big shout out to you. Hoping all is well with you and your family as we proceed through this day and time, because boy, it's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. All right? Nah, you're good. Stop meddling with stuff and hey, I had to make sure, bruh. All right, I had to make sure. So look, I got two monitors set up, so I'm looking both ways here. That's all that's happening, and I see one that sometimes buffers and the other one sometimes doesn't buffer. So that's why I'm doing that. So anyway, as we proceed, so as I said before, so when you see that, the junior warden goes to the anteroom, right? He inspects the candidates, just like the Spirit of God, all right, just like the Spirit of God upon the face of the water did the inspection. Okay, inspected things. The senior deacon conducts and guides the candidates, all right, about the lodge. Michael the archangel conducts and guides the children of Israel. The junior deacon alarms and takes charge of the inner door, just as Gabriel and I think that's Raphael shall sound the horns and alarm at Judgment Day. The Tyler challenges all those who enter the lodge, just as Satan tries to. I'm still buffering. What's up? Greetings, everybody. Dexter, you can get this information online from a book called Symbolism and Allegories. Tell him again, Brother Brandon. Tell him where he can get this from. I've done this book before on the show. Am I right, Brother Brandon? Am I right? Have I not done this book before? You're going to know quite a few brothers who are of the Christian faith that are Masons. So this is where we're going to go. Yes, I advertised this book a while back. That's why I got it. This is a deep book, brothers and sisters. Mason, get his book. We need more Masons to write books like this. We need more of you. We always talk about it down and to make it plain for those who don't know. So with that being said, we're going to continue on. All right, what's up, Mr. James? How you doing? So, let's go with day one. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The wishful master calls the lowering of the lodge, and the degree work begins. Okay? The earth is without form and void. Darkness is upon the face of the waters. The candidate is in the anteroom, hook wink, cable toe, neither naked nor at the directions of the wishful master, repairs to preparation room, the lodge room, and receives the dew, and is received in due in ancient form, upon the point of something very sharp. Okay? This instrument, it is the torture of the flesh that we should. Day two, God said, let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it be divided. I don't care what faith you may have when you enter the Masonic Lodge. We're going to ask you, in whom do you put your trust? All right? Since your trust is well founded, follow your God. Your God. All right? Your faith is well founded. Rise, follow your, comparing it to the creation work. The inter-apprentice work comparing to the creation work. Approached it, in his hand supporting, let the earth bring forth grass. Right? So, the east was then it's no longer needed as a cable tow. He doesn't need the hook wink anymore. He's of their kind now. Did you see where I went with that? He's of their kind now. This is from a Christian point of view, bringing into play the creation of an inner apprentice with the symbolism and allegories of Freemasonry. No, this is not commonly taught in the Blue Lodge. Well, in some Blue Lodges, this is not commonly taught. In some, there is. All right? Definitely, some there is. Now, let's take a look at day 4. Day 4, God said, let there be light, in the firmament in heaven, and were divided day from night, and let them be for a sign for as a brother. For the first time, the initiate is granted from a grand lodge, empowering that lodge to work. Once again, this is day 4 of the creation. So we're comparing the creation of an inter-apprentice to the creation of the days that it took God to create earth. Okay? The Wishful Master addresses the candidate or the initiate as a brother for the first time. The initiate means the charter or want which is given to that lodge from a grand lodge, which empowers it to work. We usually consider this the great light that rules the day and the lesser light that rules the night. He made on the earth and to rule over the day and rule over the night. Now let me tell you this here. The stars we see, the stars that we see in the distant sky are suns. And look up into the heavens, and SUN, which is very close to earth, is the brightest of the stars that we're able to see. Now we talk about that lesser light 12. And you're probably saying, how do you come up with 12? It's 12 months in a year. No, it's 13 months in a year. Months are governed by the moon. There are 13 full moons. They only tell you it's 12 because that is the Roman calculation of how they do things. But that is not the true calculation. That's why it's very important as an inter-apprentice, you are taught to occupy your mind with useful knowledge. And this is why some brothers get upset when you find inner apprentices who do exactly that. And then when they want to challenge you on the mere fact of the EA degree, you can't take it. That's just the truth. If you want to get some of this tonight, you're certainly welcome to call into the show. If Brother Larry Diamond is still on with you, please go ahead and put my number up, 619-985-1184. You're certainly welcome to call in. Illuminating Light, what's going on? What's significance about this book? It is another. The Meaning of Freemasonry by William Hunter, or something true, or something truly more insightful. I find that this book, Symbolism and Allegories, is a very direct, very compact book, very easy to read. It is one of those books that really breaks down things from a different perspective, and it gives you a different insight on something, on the symbolism and allegories of Freemasonry. I like this book. I've spoken about it before. I've shared it with many people, and I think it's a good read. This book begins your journey on the esoteric and symbolism of Freemasonry. It takes you from just the mundane thing of opening and closing a lodge, but really begins to take you on a journey that's going to really enlighten you on Freemasonry. That's what I get from it. Illuminated light, false brothers. The Egyptian established the solar calendar. Okay, well, the Egyptians established it. I mean, I'm not debating who established it. I'm just saying that when you talk about 12 months versus 13, and you know that based upon the moon, there's 13 cycles in the moon, you get 13 months, not your figurative 12 months. That's what I'm really trying to get at. But what happens is we're so, this is what's been given to us, the 12 months of the year, 365 days. This is why you notice in some cultures, they don't necessarily go by what we would consider 12 months of the year. I've noticed in some cultures, they celebrate the New Year. Christmas is in January to them. I noticed that when they celebrate other holidays, there are different times because just their culture, and they have a different perspective than that of what we've been taught. I think is a great opener into the newly raised. Just open them up to realize what they are a part of. Oh, absolutely. Because even today, a lot of Masons don't realize what they are a part of because of what they've been taught in their Blue Lodge. They don't get this, as it was said earlier. I'm not going to say all of them don't. I'm just saying some really don't. A majority of the brothers don't get this. They just believe that they are a part of I'm a Freemason. I got signs, words, tokens, secrets. You don't have no secrets because a lot of us have yet to even understand what secrets that Masons possess. And that's just the truth. You could take that or let it alone. That's just the fact of it. So, as we continue to look at day 4. So, is it smart for a young brother to join? Yeah. If you are a young man, African American, white, I don't care. If you're a young man, I would tell you Freemasonry is a good thing to become part of. Hear me clearly. I'm not promoting any particular jurisdiction. I'm just saying if you are a young man, Freemasonry is a good thing to be part of. And I just hope that when you join the lodge that you find that they're doing the correct teachings for you. That's what I hope. Because all lodges don't teach this. All lodges are not going to give you this. So I hope that when you join the lodge, that whatever lodge you find, that it's a lodge that's the truth. So let's get into day 4. We hadn't even gotten into day 4 yet. God made the 2 great lights. We've talked about that. That sun and that moon. They have their jobs. The sun governs the day, the moon governs the night. So they have a job to do. All right? The senior warden, the junior warden has a job to do. His job is when that lodge is closed, he is the it factor. When that lodge is closed, that junior warden, he want to make sure that you don't convert your refreshments to intemperance. That you're going to be all right. He want to make sure that you are okay. All right? That junior warden. When the lodge is closed, he's that guy. He is that guy. All right? Peace and greetings to the east. Brother Majestic. All right? What's up, Terrell? I ain't talked to you in a minute, bro. What's going on with you? Our society used to be structured off of Freemasonry in the ancient times. The pathway of spirituality. Well, used to be. All right? So, the initiate is shown 3 great lights. All right? When you are initiated into Freemasonry, the first thing you notice is 3 great lights. All right? I say 3 great lights, they're followed by 3 lesser lights. All right? Now, some may be wondering, what are these great lights? Well, I will tell you this. We all have these 3 great lights at our disposal. Be it whether you are a Freemasonry, into Freemason or not. You just have them at your disposal, but you have yet to realize what their uses are. Whether you're a Freemason or not. We have these Three great lights at our disposal every day, but most of us have yet to realize the significant value that they play in our lives. Plain and simple. All right? So, let's take a look at day 5. I'm going to day 5 now. I'm not going to hold you very long. I just want to drop a little jewel for you here and there. And then I'm going to show you the book that I'm getting this information out of. And I want you to go purchase this book and support this, brother. Let me tell you, this book is not that expensive. You got $10, $12, $15, just go get the book. You buy that on a 6-pack of beer. I'm just saying, brothers. All right? And sisters, go get the book. All right? So, let's see. Day 5. God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly in moving the to the center that hath life. The waters brought forth abundantly after their kind. Every wing flow after his kind. The initiate is now told to rise and salute the junior warden and satisfy himself that he's of their kind. In the procession of the grip word of an inner apprentice, you are identifying that you are of their kind. That's what you're doing. That's day 5. Day 6. God said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures after its kind. God made the beast of the earth after his kind. Initiate is presented a white lambskin apron with the explanation and told to carry it to the senior warden in the west, where he was taught how to wear his inner apprentice apron. God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Brother Goodman, are you calling the show tonight?
Show tonight where?
Oh, bro, I'm on live right now. You got me on live right now, Brother Goodman.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
No problem. You want me to hit you back?
Yeah, hit me back when you get a chance, bro.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that, bro. I'll do that.
Appreciate it.
Okay. That was one of my lodge brothers, Brother Goodman, out of Vegas. Just his daughter was in the hospital, so I'm going to be getting an update on that. So please, as always, we should always remember our brothers of the craft and our sisters of the order. And individually, we should remember each other in our words, in our prayer. So please, let's do that for me. I appreciate it, if you don't mind. So let's get down to it. So, where was I? Yeah, so the inner apprentice is clothed with his lambskin apron. Explain how are they governing his life. He's also presented with a word, a caution. Okay, he's presented with a word of caution. All right, and then he's presented with 3 jewels. All right, a listening ear, a silent tongue, a faithful heart. Okay, he's next presented with 2 check words, and I'm not going to leave it at that. He's given 2 check words. All right, all of these are explained as they help him in the governing his life. Everything I've just said helps this inner apprentice to govern his life. All right? God created man in his image. God blessed them and charged them. God created man in his image and blessed them and charged them. When we bring in initiates as when we bring in individuals to be made a Mason, all right? They're in our image, all right? And then we charge them. In every degree, we charge them to do something with what they have before them. That's what we do. We charge them. You are not here charged to blah, 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 blah. The same thing God did. God created man in his image. We bring in Masons. We create them in our image, be it good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we do. And then it says God blessed them and charged them. At the end of the ceremonies for the inner apprentice, we charge them, all right, to the fulfillment of their obligation, to the fulfillment of the multitude. Okay, God says, go replenish the earth and subdue it. And behold, I have given him every herb bearing seeds and fruits upon the face of the earth. The initiate is placed in the northeast corner. of the lodge upon the steps and signs. All right? The worshipful master to the initiate, my brother, you now stand in the northeast corner of the lodge as an upright man in Mason. Okay? And I'm giving you charge to ever walk and act in such before God and man. Boom. That was on the 6th day. And on the 7th day, he took a break. Rested. Maybe had a beer or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying. All right? So look, we're continuing to talk about this. I hope that you've gotten something from it. I don't have anything else to add. I just wanted to shake that down a little bit. The creation of the inter-apprentice, comparing it to the creation of earth, you know, and that the mere fact that Masonry is deeper than just what you go to your lodge meetings. All right? Because most of you believe most of you believe just because you don't have recognition with a particular lodge or jurisdiction that you can't talk to them because you feel they will be un-Masonic. You're totally off base. Now, I'm not saying that you should go against what your bylaw says in your constitution. I didn't say that. I didn't say go against your constitution, your grant. I'm not saying go against any of that. I'm saying that as an inter-apprentice, you should occupy your mind with useful knowledge. It didn't say where the knowledge comes from. You should just go get it. You should seek it. If you don't go get it or seek it, it's not going to come to you. It's not. Plain and simple. We're going to have to get over ourselves and begin to really understand this thing called Freemasonry that we so beloved. Because I will tell you this. This is a fact. Say what you want. I know of lodges, white Masonic lodges, that do not have a Grand Lodge that they are held accountable to. But they're treated with the most upright respect from their counterparts, them other white Masons. Now, most people say, well, Brother Hawkins, you shouldn't be talking about them and us. It's not about a them and a us. It's about how Masons should treat each other anyway. Even if them brothers may see them as not being part of the mainstream Freemasons, they are shown respect. They're shown respect. They don't kick them just because they're not part of. They greet them out of respect. We're going to have to start treating and respecting brothers and sisters from various jurisdictions because of the craft. You can learn something from someone if you just sit back and listen. So, I've been on here about 40. I don't want to hold you long tonight. I just hope that you was able to get something out of this and take it with a grain of salt. Man, I am missing some things here. Greetings. Illuminated Light once again. Terrell, brother, okay. All right. Man, I'm missing a lot going on right here. Maybe it's published because it has the name on the book and date, December. Yes, it is a revised copy. Okay? It has been revised. All right? What I hear Brother Hawkins saying, the book is basically a regeneration of... No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Knock and the door shall be open to you. Brothers, if you're listening, it is only right to hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So look, man, this weekend has been fantabulous. I've loved it. And I got vacation coming up soon. I'm going to hit it. They've locked down parts of California again. Man, this coronavirus thing, bruh. Everybody, please be safe. My sisters, if you're on here tonight, please be safe. Our next show, we're going to talk about the colors of the star and how they correlate with the chakras. Our next show is going to be about the... Hold on a second. Grandmaster Smith, you interrupting my show. What's going on with you?
Oh, man, I just called the chit chat, man. You online?
I'm on live right now.
What's the topic tonight?
The topic tonight is allegories and symbolism. You give me just a few minutes, I'm gonna call you right back. Give me. What?
Hey, you know what?
No, I don't.
I got. You're talking about allegories and symbolism. Define. Ask the question. What is meant by sublime degree of a master mason? What does sublime represent?
Ooh.
In the allegory.
Ooh. Okay, so the question tonight is from Grandmaster Stephen Smith out of Mississippi. His question tonight is say that again, brother Grandmaster.
How many we call ourselves sublime master masons?
Yeah, we call ourselves sublime master masons.
What does sublime represent allegorically?
Ooh.
Because it's a development stage of becoming a master mason, which you pick up in interpresent telegraph and transcend through being a master mason. Here's the hint: youth, manhood, and age.
Okay. Speaking of youth, manhood, and age, I was speaking with a brother today in regards to something very similar to that. And as I was going to break it down to him, because we was talking about the fellowcraft degree. And like I told him, in the fellowcraft degree, you discover the 3, 5, and 7. You walk upon, okay? It is a cube. Some call it the Islam. It's a cube out of Islam, and I can't think of it. Kabbalah. I can't think of the cube that they walk around in Islam on their pilgrimage. But anyway, this cube, when you are able to break it down, every number in there is going to give you 15. Every number in the cube is going to equal 15. And when I tried to explain this to the young man, he couldn't see how is that, because it's something that's not regularly taught or mentioned in Islam. And this is the problem that a lot of us have, because we become Masons. We get starstruck, Masonically struck, some struck. Something happens to us to where we don't indulge ourselves in.
We are being sent. America's being sent. It's no longer mine.
What are you watching? I don't know what he's watching. I'm gonna have to call him back.
I'm watching you. It was an ad. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, huh?
Hey, you gotta turn that down, brother. Look, Steve, we're gonna talk offline, man. I've been on here pretty good tonight. And
Illuminati, they combine.
Yes.
Spirit and body. Let's family. Y'all don't know what's up. He said,
bruh, you gotta turn down your volume, man. It's called the Magic Cube. Thank you very much.
Mr. James said, what did he say? Listen, y'all don't know what sublime.
I don't know what Mr. James said.
Mr. James, explain it again. Well, Mr. James, it's a title that represents something, brother. I don't know if he can hear me, but you let him know. It's a title that represents something.
Oh, he can hear you. Apparently, y'all don't know what sublime means.
It has to do with elevation. Well, that's true, brother. That's it, Mr. James. It does have to do with elevation. Remember I said, it transcends from interpress, fellowcraft, master mason, youth, manhood, and age. Mm-hmm. It is an elevation. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's an allegoric, and it represents something. Mr. James?
Oh, Mr. James can hear you. He can hear you.
Mr. James?
So?
And the elevation is from, hey, Brother James, while you're talking, the elevation is from the carnal to the spiritual, from darkness to light, brother. Hello? Hello, brother. I don't hear you, Mr. J. Oh, he said okay. Oh,
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, you know. You could have been in here earlier, man, when I was really hitting on all cylinders just a little while ago. I'm tapering it down now. I'm taking my foot off the gas now.
okay then.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I didn't know you was on live.
No, man, I had to come on live tonight. As a matter of fact, I have brother Ali, let me see, brother Ali will be coming on hopefully tomorrow night or Wednesday night. He's the student minister here in San Diego for the Nation of Islam, and we're going to be talking about the minister's speech that he gave on July the 4th. So I'm hoping and looking forward to the show. I hope his time allows him to come on, and it's going to be a great show. So that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully tomorrow night, or if not tomorrow night, definitely Wednesday. Definitely Wednesday. Everybody's well at home? Steve?
Everything well, man. I'm trying to, I'm still trying to take care of everybody, man. You know, they still in the uproar about having to take that flag down here, man. I mean,
well, brother, I would rather, you know what? Speaking about that flag in Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, I don't care about the flag. I would prefer having equal rights and justice under the law.
Man, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
You know, you can keep that flag, but let's talk about having equal justice under the law.
I think the term sublime was applied to a third degree of Masons to emphasize the idea that the third degree is the highest degree. I mean, that's a way of looking at the Illuminati. It's more to that, I think, but I can respect for the CEO point of view.
Well, you hear the word sublime again when you get your 30-second. Boom.
It's a lead flag up. That way I can spot your symbolism for a dive and leave your flag up.
Oh wow.
Yes,
That may be for another show, Steve.
Yeah.
That may be for another show.
Yeah, brother, I found it. I found it in the rubbish pile. Look at your phone. Yeah, you did me dirt, but I found it, brother.
How you figure I did you dirty?
You didn't. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
How you figure I did you dirty?
You didn't send it to me.
But you found it though, didn't you? Didn't you find it?
Don't worry about it.
You found it though, didn't you?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I ain't do you dirty. You found it. You found it.
Don't worry about it. I got it now.
That's all right. That's all right. You need to send me them names.
And I'm creating my own book, and I'm using a lot of your material, and I'm not asking for no copyright permission.
Wait a minute. You're gonna take my book that I wrote and use it, and you're not gonna ask me for and in the book it says copyright material? Steve?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
See, when you have friends like that, they get your material and you share it with them, then they get it and talk about it's theirs. You know what? It's all good though. It's all good. It's all good.
Like I say, homeboy. I'm gonna utilize a lot of that material. I got some on and two. I got quite a bit of and to it as well. But I'm using your framework.
Go for it. As they say, make it do what it do, baby.
But I'm
at least you told me.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
At least you told me.
And I'm gonna put in the book that I had your permission to use.
Hey, see, this brother said, why is it called Blue Lodge? When I went, it was called the Outer Lodge. Before you actually get to join the fraternity, in real knowledge, is after the third degree. No, brother Michael. Let me tell you. This is from my understanding I have right now. The reason they call it a Blue Lodge is because Masons are supposed to meet outdoors. That's where they're supposed to meet. Okay? That's the truth. So that's why they call it a Blue Lodge. And some may say, well, because of the apron. No. From what I've gathered, right now, it's a Blue Lodge because you meet on a starry covery deck or on the outside or under the heavens. It's blue.
Let me get his brother some. Let me give him some insight on that, brother.
Give him some insight, Dan.
All right, brother. In Masonry, listen, blue indicates universal brotherhood and instructor that those virtues should be extensive as the blue arc of heaven itself.
Okay.
That's one explanation, brother.
All right.
All right. So now blues go way back, and it was highly esteemed centuries ago, back into I said the antiquity, and it was considered a what's it called? What's the word? The magnificent color, and it meaning representing immortality. So that's just a few points on it, but yeah, I'm just throwing that out there, brother. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what the word. I hope that answers your question, brother. I mean, we have to sit down and talk to go deeper. Mr. James, great explanation thus far. There's so much that is, brother. It is a lot more.
It is definitely is a lot more to the third degree. But the fact of the matter is, most lodges, the way we just went at this tonight, Steve, most lodges don't do that. That's the truth of it. Most lodges don't do that.
Okay.
But I definitely.
It said, Illuminati Light said the lodge symbolizes the universal world and the heavens. I agree with that. Which encompasses the earth, which appears to be blue. I can see no perspective.
Yeah, I agree to that.
I like it. I can go with that.
Oh yeah, I can definitely go with that. Oh yeah.
I see that, bro.
So look, Steve, the next show I do, we may have to go Zoom.
I got the app. I got it on my laptop and my phone.
Oh yeah, we can most definitely make that happen. I think that'll be better also. I get a lot of call-ins, but I prefer the Zoom now. I'm getting kind of used to the Zoom. No doubt about it.
Okay.
So look, I'm gonna log it off, man. And remember this, Steve, if you don't remember nothing else. The higher we climb, the clearer the vision.
Wow.
Why what?
Wow. I said wow.
Yeah. The higher we climb, the clearer the vision. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
And this while.
Say what?
Somebody said, talk about the color of
Asher, AAS, ancient. Is that ancient except the Scottish Rite?
Peace and. That's what I'm trying to tell.
I think it's ancient except the Scottish Rite.
You got me stumped on that, brother. I don't know where you're coming from with that.
He said, talk about the colors of the AASR. That's the ancient except the Scottish Rite. And I'm going to say this. Before, he wants to talk about the colors of the ancient except the Scottish Rite for the third time I've said it. I'm going to say this because various jurisdictions of the ancient except the Scottish Rite uses various colors. Some use the color of burgundy. Some use the color of black and gold. It just depends on the jurisdiction, what colors. I mean, because there are multiple colors when you're talking about the Scottish Rite. You know, multiple colors. "33rd watching now. Multiple colors, you know. So, let me see. Illuminating Light, that's you on tonight. Yeah, I think Illuminating Light may be on tonight. I'm not for sure, but check him out. Check him out if you can catch him. So, for the third time. I'm going to go ahead and log off tonight. I appreciate everybody peeping in. I hope that you got something from the show tonight. We're going to keep this thing going, and peace and be well. And once again, the higher you climb, the clearer the vision. I'm out.
All right.